Welcome back to Hillbilly Pillars. When I saw the Sad Bastard vinyl tag prompt from Digital Gramophone, you know, as a country music focused channel, I had to jump on that. I would like to say I'm sorry I haven't done any posting. My wife and I had great news. We've adopted a baby boy. And for those who are Bob Dylan fanatics like myself, you'll know this insider reference. His name is Henry Porter. So if you're a Bob guy, you'll know what that's from. Once again, a shout out to Digital Gramophone for these prompts. It's a lot of fun, and it was just right in my wheelhouse. Starting out, the first one was what I think is an overplayed sad song. It's going to seem a little blasphemous because I actually love the song, but I'm going to go with Crying by Roy Orbison. You know, sometimes when it's a scene or the prompt for it is someone who is actually crying, it just seems a little too on the nose. That's my pick for that. Number two, you're listening to an album and someone walks in and says, "What is this sad bastard shit?" I mean, that's probably 2/3 of my favorite albums and the ones you'll find me repeatedly listening to. Love the sad stuff. I'll go with Serving 190 Proof by Merle Haggard. Late 70s elite Merle record. I've got it number 2 on my Merle tiers. Just an incredible suite of songs. It starts out with his ode to being on the road too long, Footlights. Just a cacophony of great, sad songs. He's got the one cover that has lines that, "If I thought my hand was against you, I'd cut off my arm and walk off and leave it behind." That just hits different. He's got a song where he is arguing with his therapist that he is not going to quit drinking because when his woman left him, heaven became a drink of wine. It is hard to touch late 70s, early 80s Merle for the good, sad stuff. Next prompt. It's a sad album to many, but a dance party to you. I'm going to go with Blue by Joni Mitchell. The songs that pick up the pace on that album just floor me. Carrie is an all-time great track to me. It was like the song when I was younger, when I was naively like, oh, women songwriters are badasses too. You know, I'm gonna rent me a grand piano and place flowers around my room. Just absolute queen stuff from Joni. So I'm gonna go with Blue by Joni Mitchell. The next one, it's a love song, but it's sad. Just about any list, I got to include my guy, so I will go with Make You Feel My Love by Bob Dylan. I think this could slot in at the first prompt as well, overplayed sad song, but hey, I'm sure it's been pretty elite for Bob's coffers, all the covers, and as I usually am, I'm partial to his original version from the Grammy Album of the Year winning Time Out of Mind. So for that, I'm going to go Make You Feel My Love. A favorite sad lyric. Ooh, I feel super loaded. I actually did a video on this. I think I titled it The Saddest Country Music Song. To me, this is the most poetically sad verse in country music, which might make it the most poetically sad verse in any music genre. It's by the Louvin Brothers. Here's how the verse goes. "I'd be like a flower unwanted in spring, alone, neglected, transplanted in vain, to a garden of sadness where its petals would fall in the shadow of undying pain. When I stop dreaming, that's when I'll stop loving you." Petals falling in the shadows of undying pain. I got nothing else to add. Hat tip to the Louvin Brothers. That's preposterously sad and beautiful. A breakup song album. This is a little bit of cheat code being a vinyl tag, but I'm going to go with Domestic Blues by Bat Kennedy. I think everyone who's into albums kind of has that one go-to. Conversation strikes up, that one you feel like most likely the person you're talking to has not heard, but you're just a full-throated supporter of. That's me with Domestic Blues. I can't suggest enough. The playing is phenomenal. It's produced by Steve Earle. It's by Bap Kennedy. Just a no skips, fantastic album. One song on there for a reference to a breakup album is called Mostly Water. And it's how the chorus kind of goes, shout all you want, it doesn't matter. Don't you know that I'm mostly water, 70%? Don't worry about the rent. The rest of me is finding it harder. Just a killer album that gets my, I turn my knob up to 11 on that. Favorite song by the Smiths. This is great that this came up. Smiths are almost entirely off my radar, but my 16-year-old daughter, Ireland, has recently gotten into the Smiths. So, vicariously, I've been consuming some of it. I am surprised at how much I enjoy it, and my selection will be Meet Me at the Cemetery Gates. I love that one. Yeah, that's what I got. So, Cemetery Gates, my favorite song by the Smiths currently. The saddest song by a popular band. I'm going to cheat a little with the band thing, but I'm going to go with Bobby Jean by Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. There is a particular fascination and love I have with upbeat songs that are content-wise sad. I mean, that is kind of the Born in the USA album kind of ethos. It has that whole thing, but Bobby Jean tears me up every time. And I think part of it is that the driving beat to it, where it's like this insistence of this person who's like, I am out here doing this thing, but I'll always remember you. But the sadness is like in the glory of like, I'm still going to be out here rocking and doing my thing, and I miss you while I'm doing it. So, I'm going to go with Bobby Jean by Springsteen and E Street Band. Tears in Your Beer, a sad country song. Once again, where to go with this one? 1,000 choices, but I think I will not shy away from being epic with this, and I'm going to go with "Put My Little Shoes Away," which is there's 100 versions of it, but I'm going to go with the one by Bill Monroe. And once again, it's a driving song that's kind of upbeat in Bill Monroe bluegrass way, but it is preposterously sad. It's like a late 1800s written song about a dying child who is pleading to their mother to save his little shoes for his infant brother. That's the line in it. Go and tell my little playmates that I never more will play. Give them all my toys, but mother, put my little shoes away. My goodness. I think there was just like an evolution of a concern of irony or just being too prescient, and there was just no concern of that when folks were writing songs in the 1800s. I mean, that's just, whew. Favorite sad soundtrack. I actually saw this on another channel. I'm forgetting his name, but I really like his channel a lot, and I had just commented that I was so excited to see that he had picked this. And for me, it's one I don't have on vinyl. I'm not sure if it doesn't exist on vinyl or it's crazy expensive because it's so rare. And it's Dead Man Walking, the soundtrack to the Death Row Sean Penn movie. It is not only my favorite sad soundtrack, it is my all-time favorite soundtrack ever. It features, now this is going to seem like a crazy superlative, but I'm serious about this. My very favorite Johnny Cash song, which is In Your Mind. It has two ballers from Tom Waits in it, and an absolute knockout punch of a song from Steve Earle about a prison guard on death row called Ellis Unit 1. It just thumps me in the gut every time. I can't suggest it enough. It is on streaming. Go check out Dead Man Walking. The next prompt, number 11, I'm only happy when it rains. Man, Mickey Newberry. The album Looks Like Rain from 1969. It actually has the sound effects of rains coming in and out of songs. Nashville songwriter. He's the aforementioned Newberry in Newberry's Train Songs line from Lukenbach, Texas by Waylon Jennings. What can I say? Do it, find it, wait for a rainy afternoon, and put it on. You will listen and be changed. And then the last prompt that I'm going to do on this is the 12th one, which is the sappiest, corniest, happiest bullshit song you've ever heard. Being someone who works in early Head Start and also just had an infant, got to go with Baby Shark. If you know, you know. Thanks for watching.